Oh, what the hell? How did I never go through here? What? I'm confused, but I'm willing to accept it. I am insane. What the hell?
Group therapy for game designers. This is for the really messed up cases.
Oh, Kevin, they're calling your name. You're next. They want to talk about that red donkey you had.
A stylized picture of Dr. Marcel.
Oh.
The great analyst Jung.
Ooh, Jung. A Jungian psychology.
The best, the greatest, the godfather of know-it-alls.
Oh, I didn't... Oh, Siggy. Sigmund Freud. I see. Siggy, C.G. Jung. Yeah, Siggy. Good old Freud. Sometimes a cigar is not a penis. And sometimes it is.
What do you think of Siggy, Bunny?
Shh! He hasn't spotted me yet.
Does that mean you're afraid of him, Harvey?
No, I still owe him money from the last poker night.
There you go.
What do you think of Jung, Harvey?
I think he's a dreamer. He's the Johnny Hidden-a-Clouds of psychoanalysis.
Didn't he invent the collective unconscious?
Yes, quite possible. I was there not long ago. The decor is bearable, and the music is okay. Other than that, entirely dull atmosphere. All you get there is archetypes with boring common psychoses.
I don't doubt that at all.
What do you think, Harvey?
Boo! Boo!
I wondered how that was going to sound. Oh.
What do you make of this, Harvey?
Oh, Lord, it's like wondering why you're standing next to a friend and the lightning hits them or not. Oh, no doubt. I agree with you, Harvey. Wow.
Very interesting, Mr. Pokey. And this object interaction you were talking about, is this happening in this room right now?
Are you even listening? All of us in here are nothing more than...
Hold on a second. Yes, what can I do for you? Why don't you come a little closer? This is the group therapy session for video game designers. If you don't have a signed registration, you can't attend.
Oh, Lord. Oh.
I have a signed registration.
Very well, then. Please have a seat with the others.
Oh, God.
Okay, if everybody's ready, would you, as a new member of our group, like to begin, please?
Holding Harvey. I will protect myself with the blue rabbit. Screw you.
I'd like to see how all this works first.
Very well, then. Let's proceed from where we were before we were interrupted. Pokey, would you introduce yourself once again?
Yeah, alright. My name is Pokey. And I had the nerve to believe I could design an adventure game in just a few months with just a handful of co-workers, and at the same time draw over 100 backgrounds and all of the animations for my graduate thesis.
I see. Would you please tell us something about your formative years?
I was always picked next to last during gym class.
Next to last. Very interesting. Next question. What color would your pet have been if it had been a chicken?
ochre.
Ochre, I see. The case is clear. You are suffering from delusions of grandeur.
Thank you. I think I'm cured now.
What? That's supposed to be the therapy?
Why don't you give it a try? It really helped me a lot.
Are we ready now?
What we? You mean me? Okay, why not?
Would you be so kind as to introduce yourself to the group?
If that's necessary. Hello, group.
I am Flatula Buzzlet Wine. Oh, I don't know how it works out if you do everybody.
I am Adrien, king of the recreation room.
I see. Would you please tell us something about your formative years?
Alright, notes. Chosen second.
I was always picked second during gym class.
Second, I see. Let's move on to the next question. What color would your pet have been if it had been a dog?
Crap. That sucks. He had a red cat. Reds. I took art. I subbed out for debate, but I was a budding artist at one time. Budding. Alright, green's the opposite of red. I think, I can't remember the phrase for it. Complimentary, I believe. Other than that, all I can think of is randoms. Or it could be red because he had the red cat, but that seems too easy. So let's go with the complementary color and then we'll punt.
Green.
Green. Well, well. The case is clear. You've been struck by lightning. You have to be on top of everything all the time and everywhere. This desire is so deeply seated that your subconscious has developed precognitive abilities. Why don't you just let go? Not everything has to be subject to your control. Lightning is one of these things. You don't have to feel insecure or helpless because of this. That's it. You're cured. You may go now.
Okay.
Wow. I'm stunned. Harvey, are you still there?
Don't worry, Edna. I'll always be with you.
Oh God, I bet. Oh no! If we're cured, the rabbit dies! Ah! I'm sad. Can we do anybody else?
30,000 lines in the first act alone. What was I thinking?
Very interesting, Mr. Pokey. But please hold on a second. Yes, what can I do for you now? Do you want to sit in with us once again?
Well, duh.
That's what I'm here for.
Very well. Please take a seat with the others again, will you? Would you be so kind as to introduce yourself once again?
What? Again? Well, all right.
Oh, I don't. Boy, that one's interesting. I don't know what hell that would open.
I am Edna Conrad.
Yes, I see. Would you please tell us something about your formative years?
The Aztecs always ransacked my fridge at night.
I always got locked up in the basement.
In the basement. I see. Let's move on to the next question. What color would your pet have been if it had been a turnip?
Well, blue, obviously.
You are constantly trying to tell me fairy tales. If you're not willing to work with me, I can't cure you. You'd better leave.
Oh, Lord. You're blowing...
Who needs her?
You're blowing smoke up my tight ass. And it's smoky enough in there.
30,000 lines on the first act.
Very but please hold on. Yes. Do you want to sit in with us once again?
That's what I'm here
I'm
for.
not going to do it.
Very well. Please take a seat with the others again, will you? Would you be so kind as to introduce...
What? Again?
I really like B-Man, so let's do B-Man.
I am the man in the bee suit.
I don't have the
I
answers.
see. Would you please tell us something about your formative years?
He's always picked first.
I always got picked first during gym class.
First. I see. Let's move on to the next
He had a
question.
black pony.
What color would your pet have been if it had been a cat?
So are we going for the opposite of black is white? But we may not, there may not be an option that's correct.
Eggshell.
Eggshell. Well, well. The case is clear. You are constantly trying to tell me fairy tales. If you're not willing to work with, you'd better leave.
You're no fun. So that probably just as
Who needs her?
probably keeps, and when you're in a talk dialogue, I can't use inventory or Harvey, so quite simply.
I will prove your guilt, oh sinister adversary.
Of course, there are other uses. What can I say? I've never read any of Jung's stuff.
I once dreamt the police were after me.
I think a
I
lot.
hid under a white sheet until even I couldn't see myself anymore.
Clan reference. Until even I didn't know who the hell I was. Yeah, buddy.
I once dreamt the police were after me. I hid under a white sheet until he...
Evidently, we've run the well dry.
I once dreamt the phone was ringing. I wanted to answer it, but I couldn't reach the receiver, and my mom wasn't there to help me.
Had that dream without the mom in it. That's stress. You're working too hard at something.
I once dreamt I was an old coat in a closet. There was a little girl with me there. I tried to comfort her, but she was just too scared.
Ouch. Gee, I wonder who that is. Now, we can't use those. If we select them, she eats the goddamn things. Yes, we can splooge on them.
I once dreamt I was a polo mallet. I whacked right and left until I suddenly realized
Yes.
I forgot to put on my pants before I went to the match.
There's another common one. No, Jung was pretty much discredited before I ever even... Probably before I was born. I don't know. There's that.
I once dreamt I was a watched pot. They thought I'd never come to a boil. They were wrong.
Aha! Touche, pussycat.
I once dreamt I was a pair of pinking shears. I didn't have my teeth anymore. There was just a strange whistling sound coming from the empty stumps.
Okay. There's a certain validity to what I think. There's a certain validity to what Freud has to say.
I once dreamt
Of course,
I was
a lot
broken.
of it's shite, but
The works
you know.
were sticking out and my cogs were too. And my tie was all red from the oozing machine oil.
Oh no, I am a knight or a bishop in another game. Okay, I don't know if ketchup will splooge.
I once dreamt I was a tomato. Somebody threw me, I hit something, and splashed open. All around I heard calls of boo. Then all was red. And after that, white.
The Gallagher fantasy. The splooge machine. That just doesn't lose its charm. Evidently that's geared to the frock thing, and it just keeps on working.
I once dreamt I was a tube of mustard, extra hot. My eyes were watering.
I like
the harder
that.
the tears streamed, the more intense the taste got.
Oh, Lordy. I'm not a big fan of hot mustard, although I've used it in cooking. Obvious. Well, it's not obvious. One does different things. I don't know. I don't think there's much else here. The key with one of the psychologists.
I once dreamt of a locked door. I sensed there was a staircase behind it, without any steps.
I like that one. That's a good one.
I once dreamt I was a potholder. I could touch anything, regardless of how hot it was. Candles, fireplaces, the sun, kids falling down the stairs.
Ouch, Edna. There's just some really nasty shit in your memory, isn't there, love?
I once dreamt I was a fork. I rolled up the whole world with my prongs like spaghetti, and then I ate it.
Slurped
Man,
it down.
did I splash tomato sauce all over my front. I once dreamt I was a knife. I was free to cut and slash to my heart's content. That was a beautiful dream.
Ah, that's the bad Edna.
This is not the key to my subconscious, I'm afraid.
Alright, let's roll. I don't think there's any place to roll forward. So, we have to go do something with Adrien. Crap, that means... Shoot, can we get through down there? I think that's the kitchen. I think, yeah, we have to go to the wackadoo side of the world.
This looks dangerous. Ah, what the hey?